In a small town just outside Boise, Idaho, lived a man named Ethan Miller. Ethan believed in hard work, but for a long time, he didn't believe in patience. He was a construction worker, facing long days, cold mornings, and heavy tools. He'd show up before sunrise and leave as the sky turned orange. Ethan worked harder than anyone he knew, but his life felt completely stuck. Every single night, he'd ask himself the same question: if I'm working this hard, why am I not getting anywhere? He craved results, and he wanted them fast. Promotions, recognition, a better life. When those things didn't come quickly, frustration would set in. He was convinced that sheer hard work alone was the key to success. He was wrong. One winter afternoon, Ethan was assigned to work with an older supervisor named Frank. Frank moved a little slower, and he didn't talk much. But every single decision he made was careful and precise. Ethan watched as Frank would measure twice, sometimes even 3 times, before making a single cut. Finally, Ethan couldn't hold it in anymore and asked, "Why take so long? We could finish this so much faster." Frank just smiled and said something Ethan would never forget. Hard work builds strength. Patience gives it direction. At the time, Ethan just brushed it off. But he was about to learn exactly what Frank meant. A few months later, while rushing to finish a job, Ethan ignored some of the smaller details. The work passed inspection, but just barely. A few weeks later, the mistakes he made started to surface. The repairs were expensive, and his reputation took a major hit. Ethan felt embarrassed, angry, and incredibly disappointed in himself. That night, sitting all alone in his truck, a painful realization hit him. Hard work without patience was just powerful energy with absolutely no control. So Ethan began to change. Not all at once, but slowly and steadily. He still worked hard, harder than ever before, actually. But now he learned to slow down his mind, even when his hands were busy. He started listening more, learning more, and waiting for outcomes instead of trying to force them. He even started studying project management in the evenings, not as a way to escape his job, but to grow within it. The progress was slow. There were no sudden promotions, no rounds of applause. But Ethan didn't quit. Because patience had taught him something new. Time rewards those who stay consistent. Years passed. Ethan stood on a construction site, not as a worker, but as the project manager. He wasn't the fastest person on the team. He wasn't the loudest. But his work was trusted. Clients respected him, and his teams followed his lead. Mistakes were rare. One day, his old supervisor, Frank, visited the site. Watching Ethan lead his crew, Frank smiled. Ethan walked over to him and said, "You were right. Patience didn't slow my progress, it strengthened it." Frank just nodded. Now you understand. So, if you're out there working hard but not seeing the results you want, if your progress feels impossibly slow, if you feel tempted to rush things or just give up completely, remember Ethan's story. Patience is what multiplies your effort. Your hard work gains its true power when it's paired with time. Strong foundations are always built slowly. Success isn't just about how hard you work. It's about how long you're willing to stay committed without giving up, without cutting corners, and without losing faith in yourself. Be patient, stay consistent, trust the process, because patience is what makes your hard work powerful. And your breakthrough might be much closer than you think. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.